So I would film this with like nice appearance on me, but you guys don't care. Hey everybody, my name is Noah Woodward and welcome to my channel. So today I thought that since it is the last day of 2017 that I would do my 2017 recap video, as I just woke up less than a half hour ago and I can't fall back asleep and I'm gonna film this now, so that's why I look like disgusting. But you know, I just decided it would be a good idea if I did this now. To get it out of the way, you know, free up my day, I work later, I have a busy, crazy life, and you're gonna know about that in this video, so if you're new here, before we get started, please subscribe and share with your friends, do whatever you gotta do. Follow all my social medias as they come across the screen right here, my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat to see daily updates of my life all the time, all that fun stuff, you know. So I just wanted to touch base back on last December because at the end of my 2016 recap video, click the card in the corner if you want to watch that. At the end of that video, I touched base on musical because that was right at the time when I was doing The Little Mermaid at my school and we found out who we were and the cast and everything, and I'll talk about that later, but there were a few other things that happened still in December that kind of played a big role into my 2017 that I would like to talk about. So this is really crazy and it's a little TMI, especially to start off the video, but I went on a date. And I've never been on a official date before, so to me it was kind of new, and I decided to throw it into this video because, like, it was important, especially if it was like a date that wouldn't have went anywhere or anything like that. I wasn't gonna put it into the video because who cares? The person that I think you guys know who it is played a humongous role, humongous, that's not a word, but a giant role in my 2017 year, over half of it. So I am so incredibly grateful for everything, and even though we have split our ways, which I'll talk about later, I definitely just want to say thank you, and it's still been a great year no matter what. Kicking it off into December, like I said, I went on my first date, so that was really fun, and then after that I went on to a New Year's party, and I actually went to that New Year's party right after I filmed this video. The reason I didn't talk about my first date in that video is because, like, what if it didn't go anywhere? I didn't want to tell you guys, you know, that would have been weird. So basically I had my New Year's party and that was super fun. A bunch of my friends, we all got together and we watched the ball drop and just did a bunch of fun things. We stayed up forever. It was so fun. Kicking it off into January, so my best friend Audrey, which has been home for the past week, I've been hanging out with her literally every day, and the reason I am awake right now is because I went from her house to my house because she's leaving to go back home to California to the airport. So I am at my house now because I had to get up and leave her house, if that makes sense. But she came home in January, well, she came home last December, and in January she left again. So she had a big going away party, and we went down to the city of Pittsburgh and took some pictures, which I'll insert here if I have any. We went out to eat. We just did a bunch of stuff for her last, like, day at home. Next up we had midterms. That was very stressful. It's just something I'll remember because I took a midterm in every one of my classes last year, which has been something I've never done before. It's usually just like one midterm here, one midterm here, but I took one in literally every single class, and I did awful, but like it's okay because I'm still living. Also I went to my school's snowball winter dance. Here's some pictures of that. It was super fun. I like that dance because it's like a smaller venue, no one really goes, so any song that we requested got played, and there was a bunch of food, there was like a chocolate fountain. It was a great time. My outfit for that has been my favorite outfit I've ever worn to any dance ever, and just because of the music, suspenders, and the bow tie, it was just so me, and it's definitely something that I'll remember for a long time. In February, it was actually kind of a sad month. My choir director announced that she would be retiring within, like, this would be her last year teaching, and that was definitely super hard for me since I grew up under her wing through high school, and just like right at the end of my junior year she has to be like, oh, I'm leaving. So that was kind of sad, very sad actually, not kinda. And here's a card if you want to watch a video that I made for her. Obviously she didn't see it, but like it was just me venting my feelings. Also in February though, musical rehearsals were on full swing, so I didn't really have any time to make any videos. I remember I posted one reaction video in February, and then I didn't post anything until like almost April or May. Reason being is because I was so busy with musical, and that's actually my next thing to talk about. In March, we had our opening night for The Little Mermaid, so here's some pictures floating by of me and the other cast members and friends that came to see it and all that stuff. It was an amazing experience, and it's definitely something I'll never forget, especially playing Grimsby. That was so much fun. Although it was a lot of hard work to get there, I'm definitely grateful for how it paid off, and I won't I won't ever forget it. In April, we had more choir concerts. Here's some pictures of me in my different choirs that I'm involved in. On top of that, I got my license because I was able to get it in February, but I wanted to wait till after musical and after the roads cleared up because it was snowing really bad through March and stuff like that. So I got my license at the end of April, and even though it took me 2 tries, I got it and we're good. I'm safe. So yeah, that was really cool. Alright, in May, that was my busiest month by far. So in May was my last choir concert of the year and my director's last choir concert of ever. So here's some pictures of that. It was a great moment and I definitely won't forget that, especially because I was so incredibly involved being in all of the choirs that performed and doing a bunch of secret little things behind her back to commend her on her great work throughout the years. That was a great time, and that was the best concert ever. It was so long. It was like hours and hours. We knew it would be, but it was still so much fun. Also in May, I went to New York City for the first time. Our choir competed. It was super fun. We were like the grand champions of the competition, or whatever you want to say. And it was so fun. Here's some pictures of me being all touristy, Statue of Liberty. You know, we went to see all the things. Super great. I want to go back ASAP. I think I am going back this summer, 2018 summer, because I'll be graduating and my family wants to take me, and I was like, heck yeah, so hopefully I get to go. Also in May, Audrey came home again, so here's a picture if I have one. I remember we just went swimming a lot and we just hung out, went to Dunkin' Donuts like every single day, the usual. Also in May, I went to my first prom. I was a junior obviously, and I went to prom and it was super fun. There was a bunch of dancing, I remember, and there was a bunch of food that was really good. My outfit, here's a picture of me and my date, I think, yeah. And our color was like a taupe, like a nudie, ish gold type of thing. So yeah, there was some pictures from prom, and that was super fun. I'm excited to go to prom this year, especially because I am on my school senior committee, so we're kind of like shaping out the prom, like what it's going to be called, what it's going to be like look like, what it's going to be like decorated as, you know, all that stuff. So I'm super excited to see how that works out too. In June, I had a bunch of pool days. Me and my friends or whatever, we all got together, and here's some pictures of me in a pool, I think. I don't know what I put in the video, but we'll see what I think of. In July, Audrey came home again. Unfortunately, her dog passed away, so that's why she came home. So it wasn't really like the best reason to come home, but it also was well deserved because we missed her so much, and we definitely helped her through it, and it was sad, but it was also very, you know, heartwarming for us because we got to comfort her, and we went to Dunkin' a bunch. It was still so much fun. In August was another busy month. I turned 17, so here's some pictures for my 17th birthday. I think that it was definitely my favorite birthday. I went out to the mall, I got into an R-rated movie because I'm old enough now. What else did I do? I don't know, we went shopping, we did a bunch of stuff. It was a great birthday. I'm so thankful for the people that were involved in it. Oh, in August, here's a fun picture. I bought a romper, and the reason that I put this in is because I was looking through my camera roll thinking about what to talk about under each month, and I bought a romper, so here's a picture of me in that romper. I've never worn it out of the house. I don't think I've ever even worn it in the house except to take this picture. So maybe I should, I don't know, like walk around in a romper. Yes. In August as well, I went to Cedar Point. Cedar Point is my absolute favorite place. If you guys don't know what that is, it's an amusement park in Ohio, but it's like the craziest of crazy. The rides are intense, insane, and it's definitely one of my favorite places ever. Like if I had to choose to go to the beach or Cedar Point, of course it would be Cedar Point. Like oh, don't even get me started. I love it so much. Also in August, I had my senior pictures, my senior headshots for the yearbook. And the reason I put that in there is just because like it was something that happens once and it doesn't happen again. So it's just something I wanted to talk about because it was like a lengthy process getting my outfit and getting, you know, the date set and all that stuff. If I have the picture, I'll put it in here. I don't remember if I do or not. It was a pretty good picture, I'm not gonna lie. Also, at the end of August, it was my last day of my senior year. That whole first week of school was stressful, and the reason it was because I was dealing with a breakup in September. Obviously, I don't want to go into detail for the sake of privacy between us, but yeah, we did call it off in September, and the reason I'm talking about this is just because, like, you know, I'm open to you guys, it's fine, you guys understand. I think everyone knew about it just because, like, I privated our videos and all that stuff. Like, it was obvious, but I just want to talk about it because it played a huge role in 2017, and I definitely think that like no matter what, good or bad, I have to talk about it both regardless of how I'm feeling, even if it makes me feel awkward, because I really do feel awkward. I don't want to be talking about this, but it played a huge role in 2017, and when I look back in however many years to watch this video, I want to know that I was in like a very great relationship throughout half of my year, and that's crazy because that's never happened before, so I'm definitely very grateful that it happened, like I said. Also in September, I went to my school's homecoming dance, and I love this outfit too. I wore a rose gold color, which is awesome because I love rose gold. I love like the pinky, but also gold, you know, that kind of thing. I didn't go with anyone, but I went by myself with my friends, obviously, and we still had a great time no matter what, without a date, with a date, whatever. I've never went with a date anywhere. I can't really compare it to anything, but it was still a great time, and I love dances like that, so they're super fun. Yeah, also I just wanted to mention in September, I wanted to try and like date around a little bit. I know that's like weird coming from me, I'm like a child still, but the reason I wanted to is, now that looking back on it, at the time I wanted to clear my mind of what was happening, because in September I was still dealing with like the repercussions of, you know, breakup, and like everyone being like, oh, I'm so sorry, like how did it happen, like asking questions, you know how they are annoying, and it was nonstop. And honestly, I'm not kidding, I still get them today every once in a while, but at this point I'm kind of just like, oh, you know, because like there's always that awkward point. I can make a more detailed video about this, like advice or whatever, but there's always a point after a breakup where you don't speak to someone for like weeks, and you're just sad and you're depressed and you're just blah 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 blah, and that's what was happening, of course. It's awkward to text people that you have a falling out with, so I didn't want to. This has definitely turned into a therapy video, I apologize, but I'm gonna keep talking. It's definitely something that happens, and like after months and months, you end up reconnecting with the person just to make sure, you know, they're doing well and all that stuff, and that's happened, so I'm grateful that everything is we're all on good terms, and I realized, that made me come to the realization that me trying to date around wasn't working because I was just trying to fulfill the emptiness that I had. Also in October, this is super fun, a few friends from my school and I took a trip up to Slippery Rock University. Reason we did is because we are on a broadcasting team in our school, where we do like the school news in the mornings and stuff, school announcements and everything. So we went up to Slippery Rock to like take a look at their news team, and it was super fun. The reason I'm putting is just because I had pictures of it, so that's why I'm putting it in the video, and it was definitely a fun experience that I'll remember. It was just super fun because we jammed in the car and, you know, all that fun stuff. I got accepted into my school's National Honor Society. I didn't make it last year because I wasn't as involved in clubs and stuff, but I made it this year, and here's some pictures from the induction. It was super fun. It was like not something that like was incredible, I loved it so much, but it's something, you know, looks good on college applications, and it's something that you have to dress up for, go back to school during the night, get inducted, you know, it's like a ritual cult thing. It's kind of weird, but it was super fun. I am so glad that I got to be a part of it just because of the experience and the title and all, whatever, all that stuff, you know. Also in October was Halloween. Last year and the year before that, I've like barely dressed up for Halloween in the past few years, but this year I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a nerd or something, basic, but make it my own. So like I wore my own shorts, I rolled them very high. I had my glasses, I had suspenders and a bow tie and a shirt, and I had like long thigh-high socks. It was nice. It was really nice. But I went to a few Halloween parties and they were super fun. In November, I did my school's fall drama. I auditioned actually in September, and I made it as one of the starring roles, as a male obviously. My name was Patrick, and that was super fun. I think I've worn my fall play sweatshirt in a video before, so you've seen it. It's like a murder mystery. It was super fun. It was definitely one of my favorite experiences of 2017 because obviously it went over months and months, but it's somewhere where I feel so accepted, and I need to stop playing with these. It's somewhere where I feel so accepted and, you know, loved and cared for and all that stuff, and everyone shares like the same passion as I do, and we all got along so well, and that was definitely a great way to, you know, fall at the end of the year of my 2017. So in November, I also went to County Choir, which is a festival that happens like locally among the counties, I guess. And we all sing and we make music, and it's like a 2-day festival. I also met a very good friend of mine that I honestly think I'm going to be friends with for a long time. His name is Nick. We just bonded. We started talking like after the first day, if that makes sense. Like we messaged each other online after the first day, and then we met up the second day at the festival, and we were talking and just, you know, I definitely think that he's going to be someone that I'm going to be friends with for a long time, so if you're watching this, hi. This is weird that I'm like talking about you and you're watching this, but you know what I would say if I had to say some things. At the same time I was in county chorus, our spring musicals cast list got posted, and this year we are doing Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but this is our vocal book that we got finally, and we had our first like little rehearsal or whatever together, and it was super fun. I'm excited. I'm playing Jacob, which is Joseph's father, and I'm very excited to develop that character and, you know, work alongside of some of my best friends. And last but not least, December, this crazy month. So I had, once again, another crazy concert season. I was given the opportunity to do a amazing solo that I am so in love with. And so I'll put in a little clip here if you want to see it. And last but not least, Audrey, like I talked about her before, she's my best friend ever. She came home once again for Christmas, obviously. But I love her so much, and I cannot wait to see her this summer. That was definitely a great experience, and I'm so grateful that she got to come home again to celebrate Christmas with us, and it was such a good time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please give this a giant thumbs up and subscribe right here for more videos. My computer is on its last legs right now, and I don't know how well I'll be able to push out videos this upcoming year. I know I want to say thank you to everyone who's made my 2017 incredible, especially you guys. Some of my biggest videos where you guys have connected with me and enjoyed were from 2017, so I wanted to say thank you again for everything you have done. You don't know how much I'll appreciate it. We've hit 1,600 subscribers, which is insane, because how does that happen? I couldn't tell you. But once again, my computer is on its last legs, and I'm very nervous. I'm getting a new computer for graduation when I graduate, and I know that, but that's 6 months away, and if I have to go 6 months without you guys, I will be dying. Like, I mean, I say that and then I end up taking breaks, but like 6 months is a long time, and I definitely think about you guys all the time. I've been thinking about when to film this all week. I just haven't had, you know, the time to do it, and now that I'm doing it, I love it so much, and I just want to say thank you guys again so much. Also to all my friends and all my family, thank you for making 2017 a great year. No matter what happens, you know, with you know, the bad things that come in life or whatever, this has definitely by far been the best year of my life. I've learned so many things, and I've went through so many things, the good and the bad, like I said, that made 2017 so nice, and it's definitely going to be a year to remember. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to try to get some sleep, so bye.